feel so big sometimes. Echoes bouncing off the walls. I talk to myself, I talk to the sky. No one answering my calls, but a feeling deep inside says someone hears my plea. Heart cry, you hear it. Heart cry, you hear it when I feel so alone. Heart cry, you hear it. Tears fall like rain on a dusty road, each drop a silent prayer. Heavy burdens, a crushing load, too much for me to bear. Others, they don't see the hurt, they don't know the struggle is real. But you see past the dirt, you know exactly how I feel. Their heart cry, you hear it. Heart cry, you hear it when I feel so alone. Heart cry, you hear it. You hear it. Heart cry, you hear it when I feel so alone. Heart cry, you hear it. When the road gets rough and the way gets long, I look to you. When my heart feels weak and I can't be strong, you see me through. My soul cries out, you hear my shout. Our God walks with us every single day. He lifts us up, He shows us the way through fire, through flood, through all of our pain. Our God walks with us again and again. Oh. When the world feels cold and hope feels gone, you are right there. When I stumble and fall and can't carry on, you show you care. And no matter broken pieces buried deep inside. Every failure felt like who I was. I could not outrun my past, but you walked into my history, called me by a different name. Jesus, you turned my wounds into windows, light pouring through every scar. You write your hope over my story. I am held in your heart. You take the years that I thought were wasted, place them like gold in your hands. Jesus, you turn my wounds into windows. You're making me new again.
You are with me in the hardest seas, where regret still pulls on fragile seams.
You lean close and pull the curtain back. Show me what your love can craft. Now the pain that used to bury me becomes a place your glory shines. Jesus, you turn my wounds into windows, light pouring through every scar. You write your hope over my story. I am held in your heart. You take the years that I thought were wasted, place them like gold in your hands. Jesus, you're not done with me. Every hurt, you're healing. Every loss, you're weaving into something true. You are forming me for a holy calling. Every day, you're drawing all I am to you. Jesus, you turn my wounds into windows, light pouring through every scar. You write your hope over my story. I am held in your heart. You take the years that I thought were wasted, place them like gold in your When the headlines feel like thunder, when the plans all fall apart, when the night sits heavy on me, you are holding my heart. Every question, every trial, every what if, every why, you are here in all the unknown. You are right by my side. Jesus, you are peace in the middle. Jesus, you are calm in the storm. You speak and the fear starts fading. You reign and my soul feels warm. I run to the name above all names. Jesus, you are peace in the middle. say I'm helpless when the road ahead looks long. I remember how you found me. You have never done me wrong. You are faithful in my yesterday. You are with me here today. So I lean into your goodness. I will trust what you say. Oh Jesus, you are peace in the middle. Jesus, you are calm in the storm. You speak and the fear starts fading. You reign and my soul feels warm. I run to the name above all names. Oh, you are here, you are here. I am not abandoned. Oh, you are here, you are here. Every breath a blessing. Oh, you are here, you are here. Faithful through the changing. Oh, you are here, you are here, Jesus. You are staying. You are peace in the middle, Jesus. You are close. You are here, you are here. I am not abandoned. You are here, you are here. Every breath a blessing. You are here. You are here. When the storm is all I see, when the weight falls hard on me, you are near, you never leave. You are nearer than my fear. Through every trial, Jesus, you are faithful. Through fire and flood, your love holds me secure. I will sing it again and again. Your love, it never ends. It never ends.
When my heart can't find the words, when my prayers feel barely heard, you have walked this road before. You have carried me each step.
Through every trial, Jesus, you are faithful. Through fire and flood, your love holds me secure. I will sing it again and again. Your love,
You were there in my beginning. You will be there at the end. You are here within the waiting. All I am in your hands.
you were there in my beginning. You will be When my hands feel like they're falling and my hope is paper thin, when my breath is barely singing and the noise is loud within, you don't turn away from weakness, you lean closer when I fall. You remind me where my help is. You are more than all. You renew my strength, Jesus. You lift my heavy heart again when I'm worn down to the wire. You are my fire. You renew my strength, Jesus. Every time I reach the end, you are power in my lungs, my forever song.
When the weight feels like it's winning and the finish line's unclear, you are running right beside me, saying, "Child, I'm still right here."
You don't ask me to be flawless, only bring the least I have. In my tremble and my tiredness, you are holding fast. You are strength when I can't stand. You are calm inside my hands. You are courage in my chest. You are promise. You are rest. You are strength when I can't stand. You are peace I can't explain. You are Jesus. You are Jesus, lifting me again. You are strength when I can't stand. You are peace I can't explain. You are Jesus. You are Jesus, lifting me again. In the back row of the room, faded name on an old church pew, heart sung low like a worn out tune, thinking, who would ever choose me? Every prayer fell lost in flight, every tear disappeared at night. Then you called my hidden life like I was the only one you could see. Jesus, you see the one I hide. You pull my face into the light. You call me chosen, you call me child. You lift my heart from where it lies. Jesus, you see the one I hide, the world forgets, but you are by my side.
You walk roads that others pass, sit down close with the outcast. You write worth where the world writes last. You remember every story, from the floor of the living room to the bed in a quiet room. You step in and the heavy gloom
see the one I hide. You pull my face into the light. You call me chosen, you call me child. You lift my heart from where it lies. Jesus, you see the one I hide, the world forgets, but you are by my side. I carried what I couldn't carry, tried to hide but it stayed. Every step felt like a sentence, heart so tired, heart so frayed. And then I heard you call my name, Jesus, right there in the heavy rain. You ran into all my failure, spoke your love over my shame. Chains fall in your name, fear runs from your flame, guilt bows to the blood that poured like a flood. Jesus, you remain stronger than my pain. I am free, I am free. Chains fall in your name. I thought I had lost your kindness, thought I'd gone too far this time, but you took my hand, still shaking, pulled me close, called me mine. waves are crashing through my chest. Heart is shaking in my hands. All my questions, all my fear, rising like a sea again. But when the wind gets loud and every lie surrounds me, I call your holy name and find you all around me. You are my refuge, Jesus, safe in your storm I stand. You hold my breaking pieces here in your nail-scarred hands. You are my refuge, Jesus, anchor in all I feel. Here in the chaos, Savior. Tears are running down like rain. Old regrets pull like a tide. I keep sinking in my thoughts till your truth cuts through the lies. And when the dark rolls in, trying to overtake me, I call your holy name and find you never leave me. You don't turn away from my trembling heart. You run to the middle of my broken parts. You step in the storm and you speak, be still. I know you are with me. I know you are with me. You don't turn away from my trembling heart. You run to the middle of my broken part. You step in the storm and you speak, be still. I know you are with me. I know you are with me. You don't turn away from my trembling heart. You run to the middle of my broken parts. You step in the storm and you speak, be still. I know you are with me. I said I'd follow, then I fell again. Made bold promises, then ran like the wind. You're still seated at the table set for me, calm and unhurried, calling me to eat. You stay and you wait when I run out of words to pray. You hold every broken piece. You don't turn your face away, Jesus. You stay and you wait through my weakness and my shame. You lift my eyes to see that your love remains.
I bring excuses, you bring open arms. I bring confusion, you bring your calm. Every failure, you already saw it all. Yeah, you chose the nails and thorns, still you
I was chasing every bright distraction, empty trophies, crowded rooms. Thought I knew the way to satisfaction, still my heart was out of tune. You stepped into all my confusion, called my wandering by name, pulled me from a life of illusion, set my feet in holy flame. Jesus, you got us home from all our roads that lead to nowhere. You call the lost, come close, you write your truth in every heartbeat. Jesus, you light the way, you turn our aimless days to calling. Oh
I remember when the lights felt louder than the hope I couldn't see. You uncovered every hidden fracture, spoke a better word to me.
Now the path ahead is filled with meaning. Every step is not my own. Walking in the work you are completing, following the love you've shown. Jesus, you guide us home from all our roads that lead to nowhere. You call the lost, come close, you write your truth in every heartbeat. Jesus, you light the way, you turn our aimless days to calling. Oh yeah. You take the broken plans, you take the restless hands, you set a fire inside, you give our hearts a why. You take the wasted years, you dry the aching tears, all that was lost you use, lead us in living truth. Oh I walked through years of silence, prayers felt stuck in my throat, calendar pages falling, hope hanging on by a note. You were there in the stillness, closer than I could see, holding all of my heartache, saving a song for me. You turned my waiting into singing, Jesus. You lifted up my head where there was heaviness. Now I'm dancing, you filled the desert with laughter instead. You were faithful when I called it lost. You were riding glory in the waiting, every silent year carried by the cross. And now sing it in the high times, I sing it in the low. Jesus, you are my promise. Jesus, you are my joy. You are my joy. You are my clock on the wall, 3 a.m. glow. Thoughts like a storm, nowhere to go. Hands on my head, heart in a race. Then I remember your calming face. Jesus, Prince of perfect peace, you breathe your calm in me. When all my fears won't cease, you are here, you are here. Jesus, Prince of perfect peace. My spirit feels slow, a burden I cannot marry. It just won't go. Too much for me, too much to bear. You take my heavy load, you take it all away. You pave my narrow road, you brighten every day. My heavy load. My mind, it gets dark, a tangled mess inside. Leaving its ugly mark, nowhere left to hide. A broken arc, too much for me, too much to bear. You take my heavy load, you take it all away. You pave my narrow road, you brighten every day. My heavy load. Empty spaces in my soul left me feeling less than whole, aching deep inside my bones. Where did all the good times go? Heart healer, yeah, you came for me. Heart healer, you set me free. Heart healer, I believe you make my spirit sing. Disappointment like a chain held my spirit in the rain. Thought I'd never smile again. Just a constant throb of pain. Heart healer, yeah, you came for me. Heart healer, you set me free. Heart healer, I believe you make my spirit sing. No more looking back, no more. You opened up a brand new door. My heart is full, it overflows from all the love you show. Heart healer, yeah, you came for me. Heart healer, you set me free. Heart healer, I believe you make my spirit sing. when I run out of language and my answers fall apart. Questions loud like thunder, shaking corners of my heart. I keep coming back to Calvary, where your arms were open wide. Every fear I try to carry meets the love that did not hide. You never let go of me, Jesus. You are holding on. When my faith feels paper thin, still your promise stands so strong. I may wander, I may fall, you are faithful through it all. You never let go of me. You never let go at all. All the days that feel like silence, when I cannot sense your head, you're the God of every season. You were here before I began. Nails that tore through holy hands say my failures aren't the end. I remember how you found me, and I know you'll come again. When I doubt, you remain. When I break, you don't change. You are here, right here with me. When I fall, you restore. Take my less, make it more. You are here, you are here, you are here. When I doubt, you remain. When I break, you don't change. You are here, right here with me. When I fall, you restore. Take my less, make it more. You are here, you are here, you are here. You never let go of me. Life gets loud, a roaring noise. My soul feels small, it loses voice. I look around for solid ground, but only chaos can be found. My heart it aches, my spirit breaks. You're my strong tower, my fortress high. You lift me up to touch the sky. When I am weak, you make me bold. A story true, a love untold.
The path gets rough, the way unclear. My vision blurs, consumed by fear.
strong tower, my fortress high. You lift me up to touch the sky. When I am weak, you make me bold. A story true, a love untold. You're my strong tower, my fortress high. You lift me up to touch the sky. When I am weak, you make me bold. A story true, a love untold. I said I'm back 1,000 times, then fell again the same old way. Hands stained with all my promises, heart thin from all the games I played. But every time I run out of words, you already know what I would pray. You meet me in my brokenness and pull the fear away. Jesus, you still call my name when I come home with all my shame. You lift my face, you take my blame, you take my blame. Jesus, you still call my name again, again. You stay the same, I turn, you run, you spread your arms and you call my name. I drag my doubts like rusted chains, I hide my guilt behind a smile. You see it all, the secret sins, yet open wide and say, my child. You hang my failures on that cross. You leave them in an kindness. You draw me close in your embrace. You don't turn away in anger. You turn toward the nails instead. You remember every promise, not the words I left unsaid.
I drag my hurt like chains behind me. Every breath felt like a plea. Thought I was done, too far from healing. You called my name and ran to me. You held my anger, held my fear. You didn't turn away. You saw the ruins of my heart and chose to stay. Jesus, you love the broken-hearted. You lift the fallen from the floor. You take the pieces we've been guarding and make them something worth living for. When all I feel is a loss in silence, you speak a future I can't see. Jesus, you love the broken-hearted. You still run to me. You still run to me. I see the scars where I was bleeding. You see a story, you're not done. You trace the lines of all my hurting and write a hope where there was none. You hold my yesterday in scars. You call me by my name. You breathe your truth into my lungs. I rise again. Jesus, you love the broken-hearted. You lift the fallen from the floor. You take the pieces we've been guarding and make them something worth living for. When all I feel is a loss in silence, you speak a future I can't see. Jesus, you love the broken-hearted. You walk into the rooms I locked. You turn